Thank you for attending the October 2013 statewide service unit meeting online. The agenda for the meeting is basically the same every month. We cover some general council updates, reminders, statewide events and programs, and then starting October 2013, we're going to be highlighting a different program each month, our monthly program spotlight. So to start with council updates, we want to let everyone know the Girl Scouts of Colorado has on our minds and in our hearts all of our members and neighbors throughout the state who have been affected by all of the flooding throughout our communities. And we know that Girl Scouts near and far want to reach out and help when others are in need. So at this time, honestly, the best way to help is just to donate money to organizations that are helping people in need. There's a document that was put together, a toolkit called What a Girl Scout Can Do When Disaster Strikes, and this is a fantastic resource if you're looking for how to start this conversation with your troop about what you can do to help. So I would encourage everyone to check that out. You can access it online at forgirls.girlscouts.org, or just go to the Girl Scouts National website and search what can a Girl Scout do when disaster strikes. And it's about a 5-page document that just gives you some great suggestions for having this conversation with girls and really thinking about the core issue that you can help with in your community. Some other updates. We are now accepting service unit nominations for the Media Star program. We're asking each service unit across the state to submit the names of 1 or 2 girls in their area who can represent Girl Scouts of Colorado for this role in 2014. The nominations must be decided on by the service unit as a whole and then submitted by someone from that service unit leadership team to Amanda Kalina, and her email is here, amandakalina@gscolorado.org, and nominations are due by November 1st. So please email Amanda the name of any girls that you know might be perfect for this role. They do have to be in 4th grade or older, and she'll provide them with all the training and help get them ready for this role. So send her just the girls' names, her parents' names, and then the contact information, and she'll reach out to them. The 2014 National Convention is coming up, and we are looking for National Convention delegates. It'll be the 53rd National Convention, and it's going to be next October 16th through 19th. That's 2014 in Salt Lake City, Utah. So you can go to the Girl Scouts National website to read more about the convention. And then if you're interested in representing Girl Scouts of Colorado as a delegate, we're looking for adults and girls 14 and over. There's a short online application, and the deadline for that is October 31st. So please fill out that application if you're interested. Being a delegate for Girl Scouts of Colorado is one of our most important volunteer roles. So if you have questions, you can reach out to any staff member or read more online. We have made some updates beginning October 1st for how we do our reporting for the Bronze and Silver Awards. So there is no change that troop leaders do have the final approval for awards. There is no council approval necessary. Instead of submitting a reflection online, 1 per girl, reflections will now just be turned into troop leaders who will approve that the project is finished. And then the online eBiz tool will be used to essentially register for your final bronze or silver award. And then we'll automatically mail the pins and certificates directly to either the troop leader or the girl, whoever it is that fills out that online registration. It's $8.50 per pin, and as soon as this new system is up and running on October 1st, pins will no longer be for sale in the shop or through the online shop. So the eBiz system will need to be used for all bronze and silver reports. We have also made some updates to Program Aid. So if you're interested in learning more about our Teen Mentorship Awards, so it's not just Program Aid, but it's also our counselor in training and volunteer in training. You can get that information on the Girl Scouts of Colorado website. And the 2013-14 Troop Excellence Patch is now available online as of October 1st. So I would encourage you to look that over. It's a great way to know that your troop is on track and you're doing all the 10 essential elements of a great Girl Scout troop. So some reminders, destinations applications are due to Girl Scouts of Colorado by November 22nd, so that's right before Thanksgiving. The 2014-15 destinations, getaways, and international events are now all posted online on the forgirls.girlscouts.org website. There's a picture on the screen here of what that website looks like. There's a lot of great destinations for girls of ages 12 and over. There's individual trips for girls, destinations or getaways or trips for groups of girls. So there's a lot of great opportunities on there, and there are a lot of scholarship opportunities to make them affordable for any girl. So I would encourage you to check that out. And if you do have any other questions, you can email travel@gscolorado.org. October 11th is International Day of the Girl. There's some great resources on the WAGS website, that's the World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts, or through an organization, the dayofthegirlsummit.org. And there's some really cool campaigns and things that they're doing just to help raise awareness and of girls and girls leadership around the world. So think about doing something for International Day of the Girl on October 11th or in the days leading up to it. The 2013-14 Volunteer Essentials is now available, so just a reminder to refer to Volunteer Essentials to get answers to all of your questions about volunteering for Girl Scouts, different safety and policies and procedures. We now have an email for the retail shop. It's the best way to reach them. It's retail@gscolorado.org. It's much faster than phone, so especially if you're using cookie credits, you can just put all the information, your order, and your payment information, cookie credit information. Do not put credit card information in an email. But if you do want to pay by credit card, just indicate that in the email, and then they'll call you for that information. And they are doing weekly deliveries to the Fort Collins and Colorado Springs Service Center. So if you live in those areas, we can, instead of paying the shipping, as long as you send them an email and order either by phone or by email, they can have your items delivered to those service centers. Statewide events and programs. We want to just highlight our product sales. So the fall product sale has begun. It began on September 21st and will run through October 13th. It's really a great way for your troop to earn some startup funds, and it's definitely not too late to participate. So if you are interested, you can read more about how to get started on the Girl Scouts of Colorado website. And then it's already time to save the date for the 2014 cookie program, which will begin on January 26th and run through March 2nd of 2014. And there's already some information about the cookie program trainings up on the Girl Scouts of Colorado website, and those do start as early as November. If you're not participating in the fall product sale and you need to access the ACH debit form for cookies, you can find that on the forms page of the Girl Scouts of Colorado website. And then if you have any questions regarding the fall sale or the cookie program, we have a fantastic team of product sales specialists around the state that are an excellent resource. So make sure you know who your regional product sales specialist is. Their information is here. It's Debbie Matheny, Kathy Singer, and Shannon Allison, and they are happy to help with whatever you need. And if you need any more information about what's happening in product sales, they're great at keeping their Facebook page up to date with all the latest and greatest. So would encourage you to follow them on Facebook. We now have journey training presentations online on the Girl Scouts of Colorado website. There's one up there for each of the journeys, and so if you're still trying to decide which journey to do, or you want more information about a specific journey, would highly recommend going on and checking those out. Girl Scouts of the USA now has some resources called Things Girl Scouts Can Do, and they have them for all the different levels, and it's just a great listing, a really nice resource, especially if you're a brand new troop leader, to give you a nice overview of all the different things you can do with your Girl Scouts. And then GSUSA has also relaunched their Girl Sports Initiative. So there's more information about this online, just how Girl Scouts supports healthy athletic activity, and there's some fun online games through forgirls.girlscouts.org. So I encourage you to check that out as well. So as I mentioned, each month we're doing a program spotlight, and October is bully prevention. So Girl Scouts of Colorado is really dedicated to helping girls lead healthy lives, and not just physically, but also socially and emotionally. And October is a great time as your troop gets started up for the year and kids are back to school, to really work with girls on feeling socially and emotionally healthy. So focusing on friendship and preventing bullying is a great way to do that. And the following slides are going to just go over some of our Girl Scout programs, tips, and resources that can help. So one program idea, if you haven't yet started this, is to do a group agreement. The beginning of the year is a great time to do one. There's really no right or wrong way that you can do your agreement or things to put on it. I always say that starting with a Girl Scout promise and law is a great foundation. It's a great place to start. And of course, it is a group agreement, so make sure your whole group is able to agree on the things you include, and absolutely make sure parents understand what's on the group agreement as well. So just some tips as you're doing your group agreement. Make sure your group agreements are very specific. For example, if a girl says, be nice to put on the agreement, push her a little further and ask what being nice really looks like, and then make sure you record a more specific answer. You should also try to avoid the swimming pool rules, such as things like don't run or don't dive. So you wouldn't want to say don't be mean. Again, ask the girls to turn those negative statements into more positive statements of what they do want. And then after your group agreement is finished, it's always really important in Girl Scouting to do a reflection. That's that learning by doing component. So ask the girls, why do they think it's important to have a group agreement? And what can they do if someone isn't following those rules? So having a group agreement is a great way to create a healthy group dynamic. Power Up is the Girl Scouts of Colorado Bully Prevention Program, and it really focuses on encouraging the 85% of the population who are bystanders to bullying, rather than focusing on the targets or the bullies. And really focuses on recognizing the strength in those numbers of girls and to use it to intervene when they see something wrong. Power Up is specifically focused on preventing the unique verbal and relational bullying that's much more prevalent among girls. Relational bullying is really common among girls of all ages, but we know that girls can be taught to prevent it and to intervene when they see bullying happen in their schools. So you can learn more about the Power Up program at girlscoutsofcolorado.org/powerup. And then in a few slides, I'll be listing up some events that we have coming up around the state where you can learn more. We are looking for Power Up facilitators, so older girls or volunteers can be Power Up facilitators, and you can email Sloan Gonzalez at gscolorado.org to get more information about that. Each month we want to feature a partner organization who helps support our Girl Scout programming. And this month we're featuring an organization called Impact Personal Safety. And we've been working with them for about a year, training them in all of our Girl Scout programming, specifically Power Up. And they've developed a program called the Empowered Troop. And it's a program for both caregivers and children, and teaches those participants to read and trust their intuition, find safety, problem solve, manage adrenaline, and defend themselves by setting verbal and physical boundaries. So this is not a Girl Scout program, but we think they're a great partner. And so if you're looking for a personal safety program, we would encourage you to look into Impact. And you can either contact EJ at the Impact office. Her phone number is here, or go to their website, impactcolorado.org. We also have a program called Be a Friend First, or BFF, as well as the Girl Scout Journey that has some great resources for developing healthy relationships as well. So the BFF program is specific to cadet Girl Scouts in 6th through 8th grade and is a connection to the Amaze Journey. And then I specifically encourage you to look at the It's Your Story, Tell It series of journeys for resources on healthy relationships. And there are some great tips on conflict resolution and friendship throughout each of those journeys. And then if you're interested in helping get a BFF series started at your middle school, please let your program support specialist know. There's a lot of great resources with this program. It works really well to be done during a middle school health class or as an after-school program just for 6 to 8 weeks. So let us know if you're interested in that. And then another program idea, this comes directly from the Power Up program, and it's an activity called My Shield, Know Yourself. It's a really simple activity and can be adapted for any age level. All you need is the blank shield piece of paper, markers or crayons, and then you can have posted up the Girl Scout law, some inspirational quotes, and make sure you have a shield with instructions and maybe a sample shield that you've put together. Basically, you want to just lay out all the information and then start the conversation with the girls about what is a shield or a crest and what does it mean, and start explaining to them that we really want them with bully prevention to be a shield for others and to help protect them, and to help be a barrier between a girl who is being targeted and the bully. So to be successful, they need to form their own shield and really get to know their own sense of self. So that's what the rest of this activity is about. So they'll spend the rest of the time decorating their shield, and there's some instructions about the different types of things to put on their shield. And there's one section of the shield that they keep blank, and then other girls will fill in the adjectives about them for them. So they'll get to see what other people say about them. And then again, reflection is really important. So some reflection questions when you're finished with the activity could be asking the girls, one challenge of bullying is that it ignores all these things about you and just defines a person as just one thing. So ask the girls if they were surprised by anything that their friends wrote about them in that one box. Ask them if they think that knowing all these things about themselves help them to defend others. And ask if they learned anything about their friends in the room that helped teach them, who might help defend then, or who you might help defend others in the future. And this is just what the activity looks like. So you can see the blank shield that you would print out and give to the girls, and then one with the instructions on it. So they'll put a quote at the top, they'll draw a picture of themselves, really feeling their best self in the middle. They'll write some roles that they fill in life, maybe as a Girl Scout or as a soccer player, as a friend, as a daughter. They can write values that they have, adjectives that they think describe them, and then the area that they leave blank that their friends will write adjectives to describe them. And then they'll list the names of their allies or their friends, people that they have on their side. So some upcoming bully prevention events around the state. We have a Power Up preview in Denver on October 12th. This is just something for adults to learn more about the Power Up program. A Power Up sleepover for cadets in Colorado Springs on October 12th to the 13th. A BFM first overnight for cadets in Grand Junction, October 12th and 13th. A Power Up event for Brownies Through ambassadors in Colorado Springs on October 19th. We have an Impact Empowered Troop Self-Defense program going to be in Fort Collins on October 2nd through 3rd. It's a 2-day program, and that's for girls ages 6 and over and adults. And then a Power Up Train the Facilitator, and this is for cadets through adults in Colorado Springs on November 9th. And we are encouraging people to travel from all over to go to that. It's going to be a great event to get trained in the program. And then just some other resources related to bully prevention. There's some fantastic reports from the Girl Scout Research Institute on girls and media. So although it's not directly related to bully prevention programming, there's a lot of great information that can help give you some insight just into how girls are thinking and feeling. And so an interesting study on girls and reality TV. And they did a study on image and social media, as well as a study on girls and body image. And then we also have a listing here of some fiction books about bullying that you can use with for girls, and there's the program levels that they're recommended for. So all of this information is listed in the agenda, which is saved on the Girl Scouts of Colorado website that you can print out and refer to later. So at any time, if you have questions, please reach out to any staff member. And of course, our customer support department is always available to help as well. And their contact information is here on the screen, 877-404-5708, or email inquiry@gscolorado.org.